Okay, now we are recording, and today our topic is infinitive. So I will explain the topic to you, and if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me and to ask everything that is not clear. So the first thing that we need to remember that in Hebrew there are two types of infinitive. One type is called infinitive construct, and another one is infinitive absolute. And by the way, in the modern Hebrew, they eliminated infinitive absolute, so they just have infinitive construct. So the only infinitive that they have is infinitive construct. But in ancient Hebrew, they have two types of infinitive. So what is infinitive? Infinitive is a part of the speech. It is a form of the verb, which is indefinite. So it means that it doesn't change by persons, by tenses, by number, by anything. So actually, infinitive doesn't change at all. But in Hebrew, they have two infinitive, and infinitive absolute is the one that doesn't change. So it cannot have any prefixes or any suffixes, but infinitive construct could have some prefixes and suffixes. And today we will spend a lot of time trying to understand infinitive construct. So first of all, I will tell you how the infinitive construct is made. Actually, it is very easy. We need to take the form of yiktol, third masculine singular, and just to remove the prefix. So do you see again that the yiktol conjugation is very, very important, because all other verb forms are done from this form. For example, if we take yiktol, we remove the suffix yud, prefix yud, and we will have ketol. So infinitive construct will be ketol. Yichbat, it will be kevad. So you see it on the screen. But one more thing that we need to remember, that actually the form of the infinitive construct is the same as the form of imperative second masculine singular. So they have the same forms. And only the context can help us to understand either it imperative or infinitive construct. But another thing that we need to remember, that infinitive construct rarely occurs in its pure form. So most often you can find it with a prefix or suffix or both, with prefixes and suffixes, and that is why it is a little bit modified, and it will be easier to recognize it. So now let us see on the formation of the infinitives of the weak verbs. And the weak verbs have some irregularities, some deviation from the basic paradigm, and we just consider all the weak verbs that we have learned so far. So first of all, I would like to pay your attention to such verbs that that have the final consonant either het or ein. For example, shama or shalach. So in this case, they will have additional patach, and it is patach furtivum. Patach furtivum under the last letter of the root, and it will be shemoah to listen, and sheloach to send. But it is just a minor deviation. The verbs with the first yud, have some other deviation from the basic paradigm. So what happened? Do you remember if we remove the prefix, so yud will disappear, and yod very often disappears from this root. And instead of this, they have additional letter taf in the end of the word. So, and the vowels usually two segols, but sometimes it could be two patachs as well. So, for example, let us see the word yashav, to sit, to dwell. The infinitive construct would be shevet. Any questions? Okay, so let us try to play with this kind of verbs. I will give you a verb with the first yud, and you have to make infinitive. For example, yalad. What would be the infinitive of yalad? Yalad, to give birth.
Leaded.
Again, please.
Leaded.
Very well. Leaded. So yalad, leaded. Yashav, shevet. Which another word? Can you give me an example? Yarad.
Yarad.
Yeah, yarad, go down.
Leaded.
Yes. Yada, to know.
That.
That.
Again, please.
That.
Da'at. Da'at. A little bit different. Da'at. Okay, but you understood the main thing. So if you have the first yud, so the first yud disappears, and we have additional taf in the end. And the same rule is for the verbs with the first nun, but the second group. Because do you remember we have two groups of the first nun letter verbs. For example, nagash, it will be geshet. But nafal, it will be nefal, because nafal is from the first nun group. And these verbs like halach, lakach, they also do the same infinitive in the same way, because do you remember they usually conjugate in the same manner as the verbs with the first yud. So lakach, halach will be lechet, lakach would be kachat, and this very particular verb, natan, the infinitive construct would be tet, tet. So this is about the verbs with the first yud and sometimes verbs with the first nun, how they do the infinitive. With the whole of verbs, it is very easy because their dictionary form would be the infinitive. So the infinitive is their dictionary form. For example, shuv, it means to come back. But remember that it could be also a form of the imperative, because imperative, second masculine singular, and infinitive construct have the same form. So shuv, to come back, kum, to rise, bo, to come in, to enter, to come, like this. And the last group of big verbs is the group with the third hey. And they also have some peculiarity, because the third hey disappears. Instead of it, they have the suffix ot. So it looks like they are feminine nouns, plural nouns. Like, for example, asa, infinitive would be asot, ra'a, re'ot, bana, benot. Just pay attention that cholem vav sometimes could be just cholem without vav. So it is also possible. This is about the morphology of the infinitive, and it is not very difficult. But what is really important for us is to understand how the infinitive works with the prefixes and suffixes, because as I told you, it occurs in a pure form, but not very often. Most often you can find it with the prefixes. So first of all, let us consider the prefixes. And 4 prefixes could be added to the infinitive: lamet, bet, kaf, and mem. And here we need to differentiate between between one and everything else. Because if prefix lamet is added to the infinitive, in this case, infinitive will be very similar to our English infinitive. And if it is with lamet, we need to translate it as just English infinitive. For example, you can see the examples here. Lishmor et habayit, to guard or to protect, to keep the house. Lishor et haTorah, to remember the law. Limloch al haaretz, to reign over the country or over the land. So in this case, it is very, very, very simple. If we have lamet, we need to translate it as our English infinitive. But if we have other prepositions like bet, kaf, or mem, so in this case, this infinitive construct is transformed into a clause. And usually, if it is bet and kaf, usually it is infinitive, it is a time clause or temporary clause. And this bait or kaf should be translated as when, while, or during. For example, bishmor et habayit. And we need to translate it while guarding the house, or when guarding the house, something like this. And do you see that in this case, infinitive construct is better to be translated as a kind of gerund in English. So guarding, while guarding the house, something like this. Or kimloch al haaretz, during reigning over the land. Yes, and which conjunction, when, while, during, it depends just on a context. So is it clear so far?
Yes.
Yes, okay, let's go further. And now we come to the probably most difficult part, is adding the pronominal suffixes to the infinitive construct. And here again, we need to make a difference between the words, the preposition lamet and all other prepositions. Because if we have a transitive verb, and do you remember what transitive verb is? The transitive verb is the verb that can take a direct object, because not all the verbs can take a direct object. Like, for example, if I say, I see you, you is a direct object. So in this case, the verb to see is transitive. But for example, if I say, I go, I cannot say I go, I cannot add the direct object to this verb. And in this case, it is not a transitive verb. So in case if we have a transitive verb, and if we have a preposition lamet, and we have a pronominal suffix, so we need to make this pronominal suffix to be a direct object. For example, lish marecha, it would be to guard you. Lehorgecha, to kill you. This ha is the direct object, became a direct object. Lim shachocha, to anoint you. lekachtecha, to take you. So do you see in all those cases, it is the direct object you, or it could be anything like him or her or me, like this. Lir otecha, to see you. So but if we have intransitive verb, so in this case, this pronominal suffix became a subject of the clause. For example, leshivtecha, that you may dwell, or literally for your dwelling, or le rishtecha, from the word yarash, to inherit, that you may inherit, or for your inheritance, like this. So is it clear or not?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. So now let us see how how can we translate the infinitives with other preposition and pronominal suffixes. Other prepositions are bet, kaf, or mem. But mem preposition.
Sorry, Professor.
Yes, please.
Yeah. If we use how you say, intransitive verb,
yeah,
and you have to, like, I go to you, so we have to add a preposition. So
okay, we will try to see how it works in the sentences, and we will practice and we will see. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So let us see how it works with other prepositions. If we have other prepositions, so we need to translate the infinitive construct as a clause, And if it is a preposition bet or kaf, so it is a temporary clause or time clause. And we need to translate bet and kaf like when or while or something like this. For example, belechtecha baderech. So do you see that lechet is from the root halach, and we have beit and we have ka, and these are beit is prefix and ha is suffix. So we need to translate it like while, and we need to make from ka, from the pronominal suffix, we need to make a subject of this clause. So it will be when, ha is you, when you was going, or while you were going, something like this. Baderech, by the road or on the road, like this. When you were walking on the road. Okay, is it clear so far? May I ask somebody to translate this one? Ke shom acha et koli.
While
Shama is
While
to
you
hear.
heard the voice.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So
While you heard the voice.
when you was listening to my voice.
Okay. When you were listening to my voice. Correct.
Yes.
Next one. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Are we supposed to use the present tense
Oh,
continuous?
yeah, good
or
question. This is a very good question. So in this case, it will be just a little bit later, but because you asked the question, I will answer. So in this case, it is very similar to the Greek language when we have this the clause. And in this case, you can understand the tense of the clause by the context. So it could be, because do you see, infinitive doesn't have a category of tense. It could be anything. It could be future, it could be present, it could be past. So that is why only the context can help you what is the tense of this clause. So you can translate it either as past or either as future, like when you hear my voice, you should do this and that. Or when you heard my voice. So it depends on the context. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, it's clear. Now I wanted to know, will that be considered also while we are doing the exercises?
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
I didn't include.
The tenses.
Yes. Let me think about it. But of course, as I tell you, it could be both. So you can translate it as either like that or like that. So far, I didn't include, it seems to me, but I included, let me see. In the lecture, you will have some translation.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. We will do it. We will try to do it together. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, next one.
When he sat on I don't know the meaning of kosen.
Kise, what is kise?
Kise. I don't know. I've forgotten.
Oh, maybe. Let me check. I didn't include this word to your vocabulary.
I don't think if we have it.
This is throne. Yeah, probably we don't have it.
Okay, when he sat on the throne.
Okay. Correct. And next one.
Mitsa is find.
Again?
The word mit is to find.
Yes, matsa is to find.
The root is to find.
Yes.
So when okay, came is plural. When you find.
When you find. Auto.
Oh, auto. Okay. When I find you.
Why I find? Because, okay, when is correct. Ham, you said correct, it was plural.
Plural, yes.
So how shall we translate it? When?
When you find him.
When you find him.
Yeah. Auto is him.
So do you see this is correct? When you find him. So the tense of the clause with the infinitive construct could be defined by the context. As I told you, we do not know, the infinitive doesn't have a tense category. So it could be either future or past, depending on the context. Yes, one more thing that we need to remember, if we have, like for example, in this case, kametz, it is not kametz, but in this case, it is kametz hatuf, and it should be pronounced as o. Ke shom aha. Ke shom aha. And if we have kametz in the infinitive construct, so in this case, it is always kametz hatuf. And this kametz appears here only when the pronominal suffix is added. because in the pure form, it doesn't happen here, but only in case if pronominal suffix is added. So this is actually everything about infinitive construct. And as I see, all of you understood it, or it looks like you understand it. And now, before we go to infinitive absolute, I would like to practice a little bit more with you. And I will stop sharing this screen and I will give you another one. Okay, don't pay attention to some Russian words. Let's try to translate.
When he took,
Again,
when he took,
when he takes or when he took, yes, okay. This is lakach. And we have a preposition and pronominal suffix. Okay, next one.
When he was.
When he was. The verb is
Haya.
haya, very well.
when we remember,
When we remember. Can you please read this verb?
Beza,
Pezoch,
beza herenu.
Do you remember how this command should be pronounced?
Bezo heren, bezo, bezor, bezo.
Bezochreno. Bezochreno. Okay, now we have a preposition mean. This preposition is more difficult to translate. But the basic meaning of mean is from or of.
You lost your bubby. Ready? Oh boy, here it comes.
You said me is what, sir?
Like mean, from, something like that.
From. Because the root there is yada, to know.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yes,
From
the root
knowing.
is to know. So me is what?
From,
From
knowing me.
from I knew.
yeah, it's difficult, yeah? Only the context can help you to see what is the real meaning. It could be like from my knowledge or from my knowing, something like this.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
from.
Je rero nivuga nti twohindura icambere disposition yahajya kuri altari abajiya canke abantu muze abadiakoni batatu bicara.
Is he reading Hebrew?
I have something I want to get.
I don't think so. Okay, so this one.
And he found you. And he found you.
No. This is not matzah.
When you went.
When he found you.
It's not matzah.
When
Ah,
you
okay.
went. When you went.
When you went.
When you went out.
Yeah.
Because
You
the
went
root is
out.
yatsa, and yatsa means to go out. So betzetecha means when you went out.
Yeah.
No.
When you see.
Not
When
you.
you saw him.
Hmm?
Afraid. Afraid. Right? Yeah.
Ki reoto.
Oh.
It's correct. The root is
Is to see.
to see. Correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when,
When he saw.
You see.
why you?
Or you. When he.
Yes, when he
Oh,
saw,
When he see.
or when he sees, maybe like this.
Yeah. Mm.
when he reigned.
When he reigned. Can you please read it?
Bemol.
Morhi.
Kemolki.
Melhi.
Bemelcho.
Bemol saw.
Yes. When he ruled or when he reigned. Correct.
Reigned.
Rain.
Yes. Next one.
When I call.
When I call. Correct. And can you read it?
Bakery.
Bakery.
Echo.
Back
Bakery.
or
Bakery.
back or
E.
e. Mhm.
When they stand.
When they stand.
Stand.
Very well. Correct. Correct.
When he dwelt. Or when he fell.
When he dwelt. Correct.
When he went up.
Yes, correct. When he went up. This is Allah to go up. Okay. And now let us see how it works in the sentences. And all the sentences are from the Bible, it seems to me, so we can see how it works in the Bible. Now you can see the entire sentence. Vayhi Avraham ben Esrim Shana. Oh no, it's not from the Bible, but anyway. Bekachto et Sarah lo leisha. So just try to translate the first one.
And Abraham was
Correct. What is this Ben?
Between.
No, between would be with the yod inside.
Ah, okay.
This is son, but this is son in construct, so it means son of. And Abraham was son of Esrim is 20. And Shana?
Yes. Yeah.
Years. So we
20
come,
years.
now we learned one more idiomatic phrase, and next time we will learn numerals, and we will meet this phrase more often. But in Hebrew, this is the way how to say how old you are. So for example, in this case, if they want to say, I am like 20 years old, they would say, I am a son of 20 years. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So, so in this case, we can translate like this, like Abraham was 20 years old. And now continue.
When he took.
Again, please.
Took.
When he took.
When he took.
Yes, very well, correct. When he took Sarah
To be his wife.
Okay.
Be his wife.
To be his wife. Correct, correct.
And the men of the land.
Not land,
Of the
Hair.
city.
And the men of the city.
Mhm.
Who is from Bo to go?
Yes, to come.
Came from.
Correct. Came from
the field. Came from the field.
The field.
From the field, very well.
The field, okay. From the field.
And they listened.
When? That is it. That is
When they heard.
When
Yeah,
they
when
heard.
His servant. Huh?
His
No,
word.
no. His word.
Word.
They heard
This
his
word. Okay, when they heard this word. So it looks like you understood how it worked in the sentence. Okay, next one.
And the prophet said to the king.
Mhm.
When you
Listen.
went. Huh?
Okay, when you went, or not.
When you went.
So in this case, do you see it is better to translate in the future or
When
in
you
the
go.
present? When you
When
go,
you go.
lashuv.
Not to repent.
Maybe to repent doesn't work here because the first meaning of the word shuv is to go back. And to repent, it is a kind of metaphorical sense. So first of all, we need to try the plain meaning.
Come back.
So when you go, lashuv.
When you
If
go
we have
back,
lamet, we need to translate it as ordinary, our English
when you go
infinitive.
to return,
Pardon?
when you go to return,
Not repent.
To
When
come
you
back.
go to,
return,
pardon?
return,
Return, yes, return. Return is okay.
return.
When you go to return,
From the temple.
from the temple,
How did you read? Yeah, that word, ase.
ase, yes, ase.
I think from the temple, ase is jumped.
What ase?
I think ase is to do.
Yes, correct, to do, but what form of this verb is here?
When the translation was done, I didn't hear about ase translated, or I didn't hear properly.
Okay, we need to understand which form is this. And pay attention to this vowel. Khatef patach.
This is not a
Why
Is
is
it
it
not
here?
imperative.
Yes, correct,
construct?
because it is imperative.
Yeah.
So when you go to come back from the temple, ase, do,
All of the words.
okay? All of the words of,
All the words that
Of the document
book.
of the
all the
the book.
words of the book.
Mhm.
Asher,
That
all the words of the book that
I give you that
That I give.
that I gave,
That I-
just that I
that
gave.
I gave, that I gave you.
No you, just that I gave.
I gave.
That I
Yeah.
gave.
Mhm. Okay, next one. So probably you don't know this word, ot. Ot is the sign.
what?
Sign, S-I-G-N.
Okay.
What is this sign?
Of the covenant.
Sign of the covenant.
Yes, sign
Mhm.
of the covenant.
The sign
This
of the
is-
covenant.
This is the sign of the covenant
Correct. This is the sign of the covenant
that
that
I made.
made. No. That correct.
That the Lord
That the Lord made.
okay, that the Lord made
Mhm.
with
With the sons.
Sons.
Sons
Right?
of.
the sons of Israel, with the sons of Israel. When they went
Right?
out from the land.
from the land, yes, from the land of Egypt. Yes, but there is no Egypt here. Okay,
From the land of Israel.
so very well, very well. It looks like you got this topic. Can you see my screen now or not?
Yeah. Yes.
So we came back to can you see infinitive absolute?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now let us come back to another type of infinitive that we can often find in the Bible, and this is infinitive absolute. So what is the difference between them? Infinitive absolute doesn't change at all. It doesn't take any prefix, any suffix, nothing. So, and it's very easy to recognize infinitive absolute because it has vowels a, o, a, o. So in this case, if we have stem katal, the infinitive absolute would be katol, katol. So if we say, like, for example, which verb? Okay, so any verb, katav, to write, what would be infinitive absolute?
Katov.
Katov. So this is very simple. And yes, now we need to pay attention to the meaning of the infinitive absolute, because it has a very interesting meaning. Most often you will find infinitive absolute together with the finite verb of the same root, like, for example, shamor, tishmor. And in this case, infinitive absolute will enforce the meaning of the main word. And it is translated very often as surely. So it is not translated as to keep, yes, but it is translated like surely. You will surely keep something, or you will surely die. Mot tamut. So mot here is infinitive absolute because it is a whole verb, and they made infinitive absolute like this. So mot tamut ata, you will surely die. And such usages are very often in the Bible. Like, let me just.
It literally sounds like dying, you would die.
Yes. And in some translation, they translate it like this, but it is awkward in English. So the way surely is much better. Okay, so just I wanted to find some examples. Seems to me it's Genesis chapter 2. Of course, in Genesis chapter 2, you can find several occurrences of this infinitive absolute. Yeah, like, for example, Genesis 2:16. Let me show you the screen. I will make it bigger. So, and the Lord said, and the Lord God commanded the man, saying, you may surely eat. You may surely eat. Okay, and let us see how it is in Hebrew. Yeah, this is the phrase. Achol to hel. So achol, do you see it? The vowels are or, and to hel is the yuktol form. So it means you may surely eat. And later on, in verse 17, but if you eat from another tree, you will surely die. Mot tamut. Mot tamut. So this is just an example how it occurs in the Bible. And this is the most common usage of the infinitive absolute. But of course, there are some other ways how the infinitive absolute can be used. And one of the maybe second prominent usage of it, it can be used also as imperative. For example, in the text of the Ten Commandments, the commandment about the Sabbath is given not as an imperative, but it is given as infinitive absolute. So, Zachor et Yom HaShabbat le Kadsho. So remember the day of Sabbath to make it holy, And here, Zachor is infinitive absolute. So sometimes, but very rarely, it can be used as imperative, And I hope it is clear. If you have any questions, please ask. Okay. So now I would like to introduce to you two verbs. One of them, ava, we learned already, but another one, yachol, you didn't know. And actually, these verbs are kind of modal verbs in English. And yachol means to be able, can, like this, or might, something like this. And avar means to want, to wish. And these two verbs are very often occur with infinitive, even in English. I am able to do something. I want to do something. So usually infinitive follows these verbs. So that is why I would like to introduce them right now. And what is special about the verb yachol is that it conjugates differently. So do you see the original vav appears in all the forms of the root, and it has the form of you. Yuchal, tuchal, tuchal, tuchli, tucheli, uchal, and so on and so forth. So this is the conjugation of this verb. Of course, you don't need to memorize it, but just yes.
We are still on the Bible screen. I'm still seeing the Bible screen.
Oh yes, sorry.
Me too.
I forgot to change back to. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. So the verb yachol has a particular paradigm, and you don't need to memorize it, but you need to recognize this verb in the sentences. Okay, and this is in your lecture notes, so you can do it. And let us see how it is occur in the Bible. Velo yachelu leshevet.
Excuse me, Prof.
Yes.
Excuse me. Can you kindly now explain repeat the explanations you are giving on the table while we were not seeing?
Okay. So do you see? Yachol is the verb with the first yud, but originally it was not the first yud, but it was first vav. And if we look at the katal conjugation, in katal conjugation there is no changes, so it behaves like a strong verb. But in yictol conjugation, there is a kind of conflict. So what happens here? In Yuktol conjugation, this original vav appears, come back. So it comes back. And it appears in all forms of the Yuktol. And it appears as u, you, hal, to hal, to hal, to heli, uhal, yuhli, yuhlu, to holna, to helu, to holna, and nuhal. So this vav always appears in this verb, and it may seem a little bit strange, but we just need to recognize this verb when we find it in the text. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
So there is nothing special about it, and actually it can be easily found. Lo yachelu lashevet yachdav. Velo yachelu, and they were not able lashevet, to live, and yachdav is together. Okay, let's try to read the next one and translate. Lo nochal la asot hadavar hazeh.
And they cannot
Not they.
do.
Why they?
We cannot.
We.
And we cannot. Okay. And we cannot do.
We cannot do,
We are not able to do.
or we are not able to do
These things.
This
this
thing.
thing. These
this
things.
thing.
This thing. This thing. This thing.
We cannot do this thing. This is from the Bible. Okay. Just don't pay attention to this noon, as it is not here.
They cannot.
The Egyptians.
Okay, the Egyptians, very well.
The Egyptians could not eat.
Servants.
Okay, how can we translate this one? At.
It is
Direct object marker.
Or it has two. It could have two meanings. It could be either direct object marker, or it could be a preposition. With. Preposition with.
With. Okay.
Okay, now can you translate it?
With their servants.
No, it's not avad, ivrim.
Ivrim.
So ivrim means Hebrew.
Oh.
With Hebrew.
With the Hebrews. With the Hebrews.
So the Egyptians cannot eat The Egyptians could not eat with the Hebrews. And now, do you see, it is a kind of already syntax, because do you see here we have yiktol, and the translators of the Bible translated is as a past tense, but actually it's better to translate it as a present tense. So the Egyptians do not or cannot eat with the Hebrew. Okay, thank you. So it looks like you understood it. Now we have the paradigm. Yes, any questions?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not related to this. I shouldn't ask it. It's not related to this, Prof. It's just a question of interest. So I think I should let it go. Yes.
Now this is the conjugation of the verb ava, and the problem is that there are two weak consonants here, aleph and hey, and that is why it affects the both conjugation, katal and yiktol conjugation. And you can see how it is conjugated. So in some cases, final hey disappears. And also we have some irregularities in the first aleph as well. But the meaning is to want or to desire. And let us also try to translate. I will close, yes, I will just show for you the Hebrew text. And this is also from the Bible.
And they loved to do.
Again.
And the men.
Not men, Isha.
The woman.
And the woman, sorry. And the woman did not desire.
Okay. Lalechet.
To go.
To go. Aharai. Ahar is after or follow me. After me.
Okay.
Okay. The next one.
Yeah.
And they did not desire.
Who?
And the Lord your God did not
The Lord
desire
God did not desire
to hear
To listen to Biliam. Who is Biliam?
Balaam.
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 And the Lord your God didn't want to listen to Biliam or Balaam.
Okay.
Velo avitem.
And you did not desire. You in plural.
Yes.
Or did not want.
Yes. Yeah, this is from the Bible, everything from the Bible. And the last very, very short issue that we need to remember is that with infinitive construct, we cannot use negative particles lo or al, but we need to use with the infinitive construct another particle which sounds like bil-t or level-t. And it could be translated as not, no, or lest. So level T asot et kol mitzvotai, so that you will not do all my commandments. So do not do, or do, I don't know how to translate it better in English, but something like this. Vaishava, and he was, and he swore on his, yes, he swore in English, lebilti ovri et ha Yarden, and he swore that I will not go, or I will not pass over the, or will not cross over the Jordan. And he swore that I should not cross the Jordan. U levilti vo el haaretz hatova, and I will not enter to the good land. Levilti lechet ahare Elohim aherim, so that you do not go after foreign gods. Okay, so this is just to remember that if we need to make a negative sentence, we cannot use ordinary preposition lo or al, but we need to use preposition bilti or levilti. This is everything about the theory, and now I think that we can practice. By the way, have you finished reading the previous text about the wives of Solomon?
Yes, I read it.
So did you find anything difficult or something that you were not able to understand?
Well, for me, it was okay.
It was okay. What about everybody else?
Yes.
Just tell as it is. It is not for anything. Just I want to know, did you try to read it, and did you find anything difficult?
Yes, we tried our best to listen.
Okay.
So Professor, I can just ask you something.
Yes, please.
So it was okay for me, all the text, but I just want to know, how about the translation with the last sentence, Me'od vayomer Shlomo? Why Me'od is at the beginning?
Oh, let me open it just. The very last sentence.
Yeah, the last one.
Oh, it's not. Sorry. Do you see? It is the continuation of the previous.
Yeah.
Okay,
And Shlomo made the fast, and all his wives came before him, and Shlomo saw that all his wives are very beautiful. Yafot meot.
Okay. So
Vayomer
Me'od is for
Shlomo.
the Yufot Me'od.
Yes, because just it is the end of the line, so it came back to the beginning, but it is not the beginning of the sentence.
Okay. So it's the same thing for the last one.
Yes.
Ve'omar michem
Which
atova.
one?
So this one, just before that one.
Before Ve'omar.
Yeah, that one is
Shlomo divrei nashai vayomer, and he yes, and he et mishteh ve'kol nashai tilachna lifnai. Yes, ve'amar,
Okay.
ve'omar mi michen chatva.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so in this case, let us start reading another text, and it is quite, it is a little bit longer. So we will start reading it here, and you will continue reading it at home. And this is your. So this is King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Melech Shlomo u Malkat Sheva. And the new words that you can find here, Malkat Sheva is Queen of Sheba, and Nemala it's An, Nesher is eagle, Selah is rock, Bedaberam. So I put it here, but it is again, it is, do you see? This is the root davar, to speak, and this is infinitive construct. But because it is in EPL stem, not in kal, so I put it here. Tsur has two meanings actually. It could mean Tyre, the name of the city, and it could mean also the rock. So most probably because the city was built on the rock, and it was called like this. Matana is from the root natan, to give, and matana means gift or present. Otsar is the storehouse. Achat is one. Samach is to rejoice. Od again, once more. Chafetz, to want, to desire, to admire, to delight in something. And Pilegesh is a concubine. So these are unknown to you words that may occur in this text. So let us try to read. Vayhi bime meloch melech Shlomo. Okay, let me help you. This word meloch, do you see? This is infinitive construct. And in this case, we need to translate it as a kind of gerund. And it was bime. What is bime?
The eyes.
Bime is from the root yom.
In days of, in days of.
And it was in the days of Meloch. So we need to translate it as a gerund in English. In the days of reigning or kingship of
The King Solomon.
of the King Solomon. Vetavo Malchat Sheva Birushalayim.
Prof, for me, I'm lost.
Pardon?
For me, I'm lost. I don't know where you are reading.
Yeah, I just highlighted.
The highlighted one.
Vetavo Malchat Sheva Birushalayim.
And entered the queen of Sheva.
Okay, the queen of Sheva, Tavo. It's from the root bo. And the queen of Sheva came
To Jerusalem.
Came to Jerusalem.
Excuse me, Prof.
Yes.
Sheva is a name.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's usually translated Sheba.
Ah, Sheba. Okay. Thank you.
So she came to Jerusalem, Lirot at Shlomo.
And see.
Not
to see Solomon. To see
Solomon.
To see Solomon.
Okay, and next one. U le nasot chochmato. Okay, let's pay attention to this word.
Nasa.
Nasa.
It's Nasa.
So what does it mean, Nasa? Do you know?
To start out. To start out.
Wait. So let us pay attention to this word. So pay attention to the ending. So this is the ending.
Nasa.
It's yasa.
Of which word? Or which verb?
Yes, to forgive. To
No. So this is the ending of the verb with the final hey.
Yes. Hey.
Okay, so in this case, we have three consonants, nun, samech, and hey. Nun, samech, hey. So nasa to start out has nun, samech, ayin.
Okay.
So this is a different word, and this word nasa sounds the same, but the meaning is different, is to test.
Okay.
Yeah, to test his wisdom.
To test his wisdom.
Test his wisdom.
Okay, very well.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I've not understood that one because Nasa means to start out. Now.
No. Okay.
Or does it also mean to test?
No.
Okay.
The one that means to start out ends with an
ayin. To
ayin.
you. So to start out is like this. And the word that we found right now is like this.
Okay.
How do we understand it? Ayin never disappears from the root. It will be always there. Although it is a weak consonant, it is a guttural, but it will never disappear from the root. But a hey can disappear. And in this case, because we have infinitive construct, the verbs with the third hey make infinitive construct by removing hey and adding vav taf. And this is exactly what we have here. Nasot, nasot. So in this case, it is infinitive construct from the root nasa, which means to test.
Now my question is, sir,
Yes,
I'm
please.
sorry. My question is, suppose the two words, how do we differentiate them? Because the word that is used there, it doesn't end with ha nor a.
Yes, but
How will we know that this is the correct one, or we use context?
no. Context also can help, but this morphology here is very clear. So as I told you, the consonant ein will never disappear from the root. So if it is, if it were a root nasa, stem nasa, which means to start out, the infinitive construct would be ne so a.
Aha, okay. Thank you.
But for the verb with the final hey, infinitive construct would be nesot, or in this case nasot. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So can you continue? Vayhi beshifti al kisse. Beshifto, sorry, beshifto.
Veshikti is infinitive.
Yes, beshifto, sorry.
Is infinitive.
It is infinitive.
Yes.
Just try to translate your period.
And he was.
Yes, and it was. So what is the root?
Yashav.
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 And he was staying.
He was sitting.
Okay.
So, and it was when he was sitting al kisse. So what kisse means? We met this word today already. It means
To test.
throw.
To throw.
Yes. So just try to put everything together.
And he was sitting at
over
al. What is al?
Upon or on.
Over upon the throne.
Upon the throne.
Okay.
Can you say upon throne?
Just on the throne. In English, it would be better. On the throne. How is it in English? Probably on the throne.
Yes.
Okay, let's continue. Vetavo Malkat Sheva.
And the queen of Sheba entered.
Yes, correct. And the king of Sheba entered. Vatomer alive.
And said to him.
And said to him. Okay, very well.
I have heard
I have
that
heard
you
that you Okay. Ish hakam meot meot.
Hakam is wisdom. Great.
Now,
Very.
Chokhmah is
man of
wisdom,
great
and Hakam is an adjective.
Very. Yeah.
that you are a man of
Very,
great
very
wisdom.
wise.
Yes, that you are a very, very wise
Okay,
man.
man.
And it
Yeah.
is meot, it is like a superlative degree.
Mhm.
So you are
Yeah.
extremely wise man, something like this.
Mm. And I desired
Okay, very well.
to
And I desire to
To
test
test
you.
you,
And I desire to test you
to know
to know
The truth.
okay, this truth.
that this is true.
Again, please. So I want to test you to know.
If not,
If not, in the end, of course. But this expression,
That this is true or not.
yes, correct. To know, is this truth, or is it true or not? Okay. Okay, so can we go further? Okay. Okay, try to translate this one.
and Salomon did
Vayisa, what is the root here?
asa to do.
No, not asa. Asa starts with ein. Ein never disappears from the root.
Okay.
And the final is hey, asa. Ein, sin, hey.
Okay. Nasa.
Nasa,
Yeah.
correct,
It-
nasa.
Yeah. Which can mean to forgive,
Lift up.
lift up.
Nasa is to lift up, to forgive.
And Solomon lifted up his eyes.
Yes, very well. And Solomon lifted up his eyes.
And he saw.
There is no he saw. So pay attention to this verb.
Is the spelling of Solomon correct?
Shlomo.
Shalomo, okay.
And it was that he saw.
So yeah, of course, this is re'ot is from the root ra'ah. And it was, how can we translate it? Beit is, it is infinitive construct.
Oh, when he saw.
And it was when he saw
the Queen of Sheba.
So is it clear why we translated this word as when he saw? Because
Yes.
Ra'ot is infinitive construct. And we have here prefix bet and suffix o. So we can translate it when o became a subject when he saw. When he saw at Malkat Sheva, the queen of Sheva, and this one. Yeah, of course, you understand that this is non-canonical text. It is just a fantasy, and we don't need to find any kind of theology here. It is just for fun and for exercise.
That he loved, and he loved her very much. Right?
Very much. So do you see, this is ahav, to love, and this is vaiktol. So that is why we translate and he loved. And the final here, hey, here is the pronominal suffix, and he loved her.
And he loved her.
Meot
Very much.
means very much.
Oh, greatly. Oh, exceedingly,
yes,
exceeding.
Yes.
Can we read the whole sentence again together?
Again, please.
Can we read the whole sentence again together?
Okay. And Solomon lifted up his eyes. And
when he saw, when it was, that is.
When he saw the queen of Sheba, and he loved her very much.
And Solomon answered, and Solomon said to her.
Yes, said her. Okay, said to her.
Ask me.
Okay, this is imperative.
Yes.
Ask.
No, ask me, just ask.
Oh, ask.
Because
yes.
Here is just suffix
second person
imperative.
feminine.
If it is feminine. Ask.
Second person feminine singular.
Yes.
And I will answer you.
And I will answer you. In this case, it is you. Yes.
And the Queen of Sheba asked,
who?
Who, correct. Me is who.
Yeah. Is wisdom, is wise.
Wise.
Yeah.
And this word you can find in the vocabulary. Nemela means and.
What does it mean, Prof?
Ant, the insect.
Oh.
Ant. A-N-T.
Yes, ant.
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 So how can you translate this one? Mi chacham, mi nemela.
Who is wise than the ant?
Very well. Who is wiser than the ant? Okay.
And Solomon said,
Yes, correct.
the ants build.
Very well. This from Bana to build.
Their house.
Their house.
On.
Adama.
On the ground.
On the ground.
On the ground.
On the ground. Okay, here we have another animal or another bird. Nesher means eagle.
And the eagles build their house.
Their house.
On.
Selah is a rock.
On the rock, okay.
On the rock.
And the eagles are wiser,
okay,
than the ants. Than the ants.
Okay, very well, very well, very well.
And the Queen of Sheba answered.
No, not answered. Sha'al is to ask.
Oh, asked. Sorry, asked.
Ma tov mikesef.
What?
What is good than riches?
What is kesef?
Kesef is
silver. Silver or money.
Silver or money.
What is better than silver?
Yes. What is better than silver?
And Solomon
answered.
Yes, and Shlomo answered.
Chokhmah.
Very well. Chokhmah.
So wisdom is
good than zahab.
Is better than gold and silver.
Yes.
Wisdom is better than gold and silver.
Very well. Wisdom is better than gold and silver. So, okay, let me stop for a while. Is it clear for everyone? Because
Yes.
I see that only several people are translating. What about everybody else? So please don't be shy. If you do not understand something, stop us and ask questions. And don't be shy even to ask stupid questions, because there is no stupid questions. Yes, please.
I'm following.
Okay, very well, very well. Okay, let's continue. If everything correct or everything is clear, we can continue. Okay, so what is difficult here? Be, da, be, ram. So the root is davar, to speak. And because we have beit and am here, so it is clear that we have here infinitive construct. And this word is in the vocabulary above. So I will help you. And it was when they were speaking. Okay, let's continue.
And servants of Solomon entered.
Very well. And the servants of Solomon entered.
And
they said, okay. Melech Tzur. Tzur is the city, the name of the city.
The king of the city.
Tzur is Tyre.
Of Tyre.
The king of Tyre.
Okay. Sent.
Very well. Shalach is to
you.
send.
Sent to you.
Sent you to you, yeah. Matanot. Matana is a present or gift. Matanot rabot.
Many gifts.
Many gifts. Correct. Many gifts. The king of Tyre sent you many gifts. Vayomer Shlomo.
And Solomon said, take.
Again?
Take.
Not take. Take is lakach.
Or give.
Give.
Yes.
Othen.
To them.
Not to them, just them. Because it is at the direct object marker with the pronominal suffix. Give them beotzerotai. Otzar is the storehouse. Give it to the I. What is I? Give it to my
storehouse.
Storehouses, because it is plural.
Oh, my storehouses. Oh, yeah, that's why it is in Kamets.
Okay, continue.
And I don't want Solomon to see.
Again, please.
And I don't want Solomon to see.
It's better to say, and Solomon didn't want to see.
Yes. Yeah, and Solomon did not want to see.
To see very well what?
The king's present.
The king's, yeah. The gifts from the king of Tyre.
Okay. The gifts of the king of Tyre.
The gifts of the king of Tyre.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we are able to translate the entire text, probably. Okay, let's continue.
And the queen of Sheba asked,
okay,
why?
Why, correct. Why?
Why did you not desire to see?
Okay, why did you not desire to see? A little odd.
The gifts.
The gifts. Very well.
And King Solomon answered.
Not answered.
Sorry, said.
Mm-hmm.
Have many gold and silver.
Yeah, okay. I have many Yeshli Rav Zahav Kesef. I have many gold and silver. The odd echad. Odd is once more or again, something like this. And ahad is one.
That is one.
Pardon?
One.
Yes, and one more. We can translate it like this. And one more, matana.
And one more gift.
Okay. Lo tuchal. So this is the verb that we just learned today. Tuchal is from yachol. And yachol means to be able.
Or will not be able. And one more gift will not be
able
to.
Samach is just to rejoice.
Not be able to rejoice. Me.
Yes. To make me
be able to make me rejoice. Make me rejoice.
Make me rejoice. Okay.
And King Solomon said to the queen of Sheba, I love you.
Very well, very well. I have tea is I love, and final kaf is I love you.
You.
Vayomer od. Od could be translated as again.
And he said again.
Chafatzti. And chafatz, it's a nice root which means admire, desire. It's also desire.
I desire to take.
Okay, correct. To take whom?
You.
You.
To take you.
To me.
To be my wife. To
be
me,
my wife.
to be my wife.
Again, I just want to tell you again, so do not look for any theological sense in this text. Or it is not canonical text, it is just for exercise. Okay, we are able to translate the entire text very well.
And the Queen of Sheba answered,
Yes. Yesh lecha.
I have.
Not I have. Yesh
You
li,
have.
I have. Yesh lecha,
You have. You have.
you have.
Yeah.
What is nashim?
Men,
wives.
Wives.
wives, yeah.
And concubines.
And concubines. Rabot.
You have a lot of wives. You have a lot of wives and concubines.
Yes, you
have
have a
many
lot of
wives and
wives
concubines.
and concubines.
And again, you have
Achat is one, yes, do you remember?
I have no husband.
No.
And
Sure.
again, do not have one wife. One wife.
And one more wife. And one more wife. Lo tuchal.
To desire.
No. Tuchal is to be able.
Okay. Today.
will not be able to satisfy you.
Okay. So do you remember? Do you understand what she says? You have many wives and concubines, and one more wife will not be able to rejoice, to make you rejoice.
Okay.
Okay, let us finish the text.
The Queen of Sheba went to
her land.
To her land, very well. And the Queen of Sheba went to her land.
Okay.
The last one.
She was in her land and said.
Okay, so let's try to translate this one.
In her land.
No, her land is here.
Okay.
And Be-tzetach.
Yatsa to go out.
Very well, Yatsa to go out, correct.
when he was
going out.
when he was going out.
Who?
The quick
She was.
her.
So do you see, we need to make a subject from this suffix.
Yes.
When
She went
she
out.
When she went out.
when she went out, correct. And when she went out, Vayomer Melech Shlomo.
King of Solomon said.
Okay, the more we can just omit it.
The woman.
This woman is
This
wise.
woman
is
Wise.
is wise than me.
Very well. This woman is wiser than me.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were able to finish this text. Okay, so do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, but maybe a request.
Okay, please.
Being in the office is disorganizing us so much. We are doing a lot of office work and we fail to fulfill the duty of classwork, and it is becoming too much. We need your prayers just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pray for
we
you,
need to
for your
catch up,
success.
but the time is not enough. We use the night, at times we sleep. We have sleepless nights, and we are working during the day, during the night. So you only pray that we don't break down, because we have to do all.
Okay, yes. I don't want to give you additional pressure. And I need to tell you that this is probably the last difficult topic. After that, we will not have very difficult topics.
Thank you.
So what we need to study, we need to study the numerals, and the next topic will be about numerals. And one more topic will be about the participles. But participles are not difficult. It is not difficult at all. So, and we will finish the grammar of kal, of Pa'al stem. So, and actually it is already the big deal to finish it. And we are almost at the very end of this. And we will need three more weeks or 3 more lessons just to cover all other stems like Nifal, PL, Poal, Gifil, Gofal, and Hitpal.
Plus, we need more time to practice, because
yes,
at times when you redo it, you learn more, you redo it, and you take long just on one exercise. So by the time you finish it, you are already exhausted, and you need more time. And yet during the day you have to work. So we only need to maybe more time. When you are through, you give us more time to continue practicing, so that we can at the end we can pick something, at least at the end of the class.
Yes, I believe so. So I don't do you see, I do not force you. Like, for example, if somebody was not able last week was not able to finish the assignments, I do not give you any pressure on that. The only thing I would like to ask you, please continue, do not stop. Because if you stop somewhere, you will be in the trouble. But if you continue, if you go in this pace, so we will be able to do it in the end. And the most important for you is translation. So try to translate as much as possible. And I also have a request for you, especially when you do your homework translation, for example, for missing word or for some other issues. So if you, my purpose is for you that you should understand every sentence. It could be just like, for example, you guess and your guess was correct and you answered like correct. But if you do not understand, please do not be satisfied with this. Try to understand everything. So if you understand everything, every sentence, every word, so in this case, you have done your exercise well. If not, don't be shy. Ask me, ask your friends. Because if something is not clear, in this case, I will not be able to help you in the end. Okay, so I will give you maybe just one more text to read because this one we finished. So, but just please come back to this text and try to understand the usage of every infinitive construct. Okay, because later on you will meet them in the text and you need to recognize it and you need to know that it is infinitive construct and not anything else. Okay, do you have any other questions? Yes, please.
Are you going to load it onto the Moodle?
Pardon?
The text.
Yes,
are you going to load the text on the Moodle?
Yes, it is there already.
Oh, okay, not a problem. Thank you.
It is there already.
I had a challenge with translation of certain verbs in the
Okay.
previous. Yeah. So I don't know how to send to you or whether you can open them.
You can just show, you can show now the screen with the sentence that you are not able to translate.
I can share my screen.
Yes, you can share your screen. So I think it is the easiest way for you to show what is not clear.
Unless I come on, let me open my work. Excuse me.
Oh, no problem.
Pastor Apostle. Pastor Apostle.
My internet is quite slow, but I'm okay.
Or you can tell me what exercise it is.
Yes, translation of the verbs.
Okay, this is the last one, yes?
Yes.
Just a minute, I will try to open it from my side. Or I can share. So, but it's hard to find which verb.
You can share my work where I had wrong.
Oh, do you want me to share your? Okay.
Yes, where I had wrong mistakes.
Okay. Oh, this one is correct. I think I can just change it. Okay, I will do it later. This one I think is correct. Do you see it is just you didn't you edit up. It's okay. Let us flee. It seems to me that you put just additional space here. So this one is also correct. And you didn't, yes, this one is also correct. But do you see, because of extra space here, it didn't count you as correct.
Okay.
Take. Yeah, I think it's also more or less correct. Just without get out, go out, get out. Yes, I think it's also possible. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I will count all this.
Challenging. the Moodle is very challenging.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. And
even a small dash or a comma, if forgot by mistake, you are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it is like this, and I don't know what to do with it. Yes, but this is a problem. This is
no, it's okay.
But if you have this such kind of issue, please don't be shy. Report it to me, and many people did it. So if you do this, I will always review your attempts and I will give you the correct answers. Because it is unfair if you forgot one comma or you made one extra space. It is unfair to get a lower grade.
Excuse me, Prof.
Yes, please.
The shortest word in that list also gave me problems.
Which one?
In that list of translation, if you go, there was the shortest word. I've forgotten it. You can just go down. I think I don't know. I can't remember the name.
Do you want me to go down?
The shortest word in that list.
The shortest verb?
Yes. The
Is
shortest verb.
Shavu, ba.
Yes, this one. Okay.
Just a minute. Okay, I will stop recording.